What's going on, guys? This is the Crypto Jarhead coming at you with the next ICO that we're getting into. It's called RibbonCoin. It's kind of a first. There's an all-female development team, so it's a little less rough around the edges. A little bit more of a nice color choice, and certainly a better looking development team than I'm used to looking at. That's for darn sure. But the nuts and bolts of everything looks pretty good. I do have one concern. The website right now is a little rough around the edges. I don't think that they quite had the framework in place to handle as much traffic as they're getting. Sorry about that. I had to shut the window. One of the neighbors is doing some lawn work, and I don't want to yell over that. Anyway, I don't think that they quite expected this much traffic on their site. I'm getting a lot of internal server errors when I'm going around the site, and it actually took me... I've been trying to register an account with them for about 2 hours. Not 2 hours straight. I would just try and click on the link from the Oracle, and I'd get an error, so I'd try it again 20 minutes later, and I'd still get the same error. So I'm finally in. You can see the ICO is going to be in 4 rounds. They're doing 4 million coins per round. I believe the total cap was 21 million, I think. I have to double check on the white paper. But they're also going to have a real-time graph here of lending rates. Obviously, you can't lend yet because the ICO hasn't happened. It's supposed to happen on the 15th. It starts at 50 cents and then goes up to $1.10 will be the final round price. And then the lending is going to open at $5. So this one looks like a pretty good hit for us. It should be 10x, or at the worst case it would be, what's that, like 3.8x, which is still not bad. I think maybe 3.9. Either way, that's still not too shabby at all. I don't think, but I'm planning on getting in at 50 cents. So I'll be dropping another couple $100 into this one from my Chrysos winnings. And speaking of Chrysos, I have a little... Oh, here's the... another one that I had open on the RibbonCoin internal errors. It's a new startup company, guys. Things do happen, as we learned with Chrysos. So, with Chrysos, I found out we won't really be able to sell our tokens until they hit the external exchange. You can create a sell order and hope that it happens, but I was not seeing a whole lot of demand in buy orders. There was a lot of sell orders. So I went ahead and canceled my sell order and just threw it into lending. I'd rather have, 15 days time off of a $1,000 loan would put me right around $220. I'd rather just let that sit for 10 days or so. Go ahead and pull that out, and then use that. I'm actually planning on using that for RibbonCoin. But if that doesn't work, I do have some other BTC that I can drop in there, and then just when this hits, pull out whatever I put into RibbonCoin from Chrysos and fund it that way. So I might have to front the money a little bit for a couple days, but hey, that's just the way it goes. Either way, my Chrysos lending will pay for me to get into RibbonCoin, which is how you get these things perpetuated. It's how you keep going. So if you have one of these, if you have Chrysos, you're going to hit the lending tab. That's the little, looks like a house with pillars on it. Lending tab. And then there's this little orange button. You're going to click Start Lending. And it will tell you if you have Chrysos, the Chrysos number will be pre-generated, but that's just kind of, you would still have, so for example, I had 71. So when I first popped this up, it had 71 in there. Right? But I still had to come in and put 71, which would be $994. that you can see it populate into the USD. It tells you the slab that you will be in, which is the tier. It tells you your lending release date and what your profits will be. Now, keep in mind, guys, that is just profits. The actual capital release for this one, I believe, was $4,126, I think it said. I'd have to go look at that again, but you know, so that's the profit, and then you will also get your capital release on top of that. It'll tell you your daily profit percentage at 1.5 plus your bonus. Now, the bonus depends on your tier. The maximum bonus is 0.35%. I believe that's only for people that can drop $100,000 or more loan. You know, so for the guys that were able to get, you know, whatever, 10,000 Chrysos tokens to begin with, you know, could pull out 30 grand today or whenever their sell order hits, and then lend the other appropriate amount. You know, that would be those guys. They would be getting 1.85% total. Everyone else, we're going to fall somewhere in between. You know, so wherever it is, and then you would click the blue start lending. I did not mean to actually click that. It's not going to go through because I don't have another 71 Chrysos. Boom, not enough balance. But you would click on that blue button and it would start, and you'll see shows in my lending that I have $994, 0 in return so far, which first day, you know. And then you'll have the option to reinvest or withdraw daily. Now, I do believe that Chrysos is going to allow us to withdraw our interest in Chrysos tokens. So we will have to sell those tokens before, you know, sell those for Bitcoin to a buyer before we can pull them to our wallet, I believe. But obviously I've not had the option to withdraw yet. And you can see the details down here of the lending history, right? So started at 1643, whatever I think they're on UMT, you know, for $994. Get 31.31 in profit, and my return will be 41.25. So I was $1 off, whatever. And it tells you your end date and time when that will all be released. So if you had Chrysos and weren't quite sure how to lend, that is how you lend. And that is all I have for today. For now, until then, stay hungry, go get that money. And let's celebrate our wins, guys. This is a pretty good win for me. This is still, like, yeah, it's only $1,000, but it's $1,000 more than I had 2 weeks ago. It's $1,000 more than I had planned on having from Chrysos, you know. So that's an extra $450 a month that I wasn't really planning on having, you know. And obviously, if I'd put more into it, I would have a lot more today. But I only put a little bit into it, you know. And I got in, I think, at $1.65, so lending at 14, that's, you know, somewhere at 8.5x, somewhere around there. 850% win. That's a pretty good win. I'll take that. You know, I'm not at all disappointed in that. I do kind of wish that I'd been able to sell them today, so that I could fund some other ICOs and pick up a laptop to bring some better quality videos. But, you know, stay flexible. That's one of my rules. And that didn't work out, so I'm going to go ahead and lend. And then once Thorn hits, we'll take some of those Thorn winnings and do some of the things that I wanted to do with the Chrysos with the Thorn. So either way, it's all good. Anyway, happy hunting. See you guys next time.